Yo, what up, guys? How are we doing today? Subsequent Vinny. We are back. We're gonna keep trucking along this game. Who knows how far we are? I have no way to monitor. I don't know if it even says. Let's see. I think this goes by chapter in the home screen here. It doesn't even show a flag. It just says 42 hours. So we still actually have played this less than DBZ. It doesn't feel like it. Oh yeah. Oh, it's just waking up. I changed my schedule a little bit. So, or after stream, after dinner, I took my shower, and then I eat breakfast when I get home from work now instead of when I wake up. And so I sleep in a little longer now, and then I just get up and get on the stream. So that's what I've been doing. So I just woke up, turned the lights on, got on the stream, got coffee. So that's what I've been doing now. I haven't heard from Jackie yet. I messaged her, told her I was up and stuff. She said she had stuff to do though yesterday, so we'll skip Wardle for now. Maybe she'll show up later. But I hope you guys are having a good day, and we're just gonna start. So we made it to this spooky area. Supposedly it's the Dark Archives. We're gonna get some knowledge, probably learn about our Dark Elm here. Maybe get our last vessel, and yeah. That's what it's looking like. So let's see what this place is all about.
Taking this? Pamail, welcome back to the archives. Who are you?
Please, remain calm. I am pleased to see you in good spirits as always, Master Aish.
Male,
Right.
he called her.
After the appointment of the new Alm of Water, we received word from Niccolo that the party had to set off without the rest of the alms. As you may have surmised, the Alm of Darkness has not yet been named. I believe you all made the correct decision. That is, if I am indeed addressing the Alms and Soul Guard, I am Aish, head curator of these archives. I am honored to make your acquaintances. If it were not for the presence of your companion here, I
His
might have
vessel's in
remained
his
the
back
stacks and
pocket.
missed your arrival completely.
Right up on glass.
You called her Pamail earlier? What is that, a nickname?
Oh, I assumed her fellow alms would be familiar with her alias. Palomina prefers to go by Pamail when visiting Legrazzo incognito.
Oh, you mean when you wear that outfit that fools no one?
Unfortunately, yes.
Nonsense. Your disguise fooled the majority of the scholars who live here. They were indubitably convinced of your humble origins.
You are too kind, but the affirmation is appreciated.
Well, if you two are friends, that makes this quicker. Can you help us find a way to deal with Delaphos?
Delaphos? Interesting. I did not expect to hear the name of such an ancient hero spoken under these circumstances. Tell me more.
Turn your ears up. I haven't changed the volume slider at all.
An unsettling predicament you find yourselves in, to be sure. Much as I would love to analyze your encounter in detail, I do not think we are afforded the luxury of time. We must now turn our attentions toward a way to successfully oppose Delaphos.
Great! Less small talk and more problem solving.
Forgive my directness, but are you perchance a Sproutling? Your garb and stature seem to suggest so.
Could be. Who's asking?
This is the first time I've observed a Sproutling up close. Our resources on the subject are limited. Might I convince you to submit a few tissue samples for further study?
I'm kind of busy with this whole Delaphos problem. Maybe later?
I will take you up on that.
Whoa there, buddy.
Circling back to our previous discussion, I believe your best chance against Deilophos would be to set a trap meant to inflict harm and sap his power. Unfortunately, the creation of such things has long since been deemed dangerous, and knowledge thereof banned from general consumption.
Makes sense to outlaw things that hurt people.
You will find that it has taken quite some time for humanity to reach that same conclusion, I fear. Arvid's War comes to mind, the single longest and deadliest conflict in our history. The seemingly endless fighting only ceased when the Benevodon presence made itself known. The combat records of the time we have on file state that the Benevodon's anger itself was incited by the wanton
Oh, it's
consumption of
Benevodons, not
mana by the
Benevolodons.
people of the world.
I gotta switch that.
Oh, I get it. The
Benevodons.
scholars wanted to keep people from causing another war, so they banned the study of their most dangerous techniques.
As you say. But I digress. So goes the tale of how the legendary hero traversed the world, sealing away the Benevodons in each of the lands, as we currently understand it. Even here in Magrazzo, we has a defeated Benevodon on the top tier of the Passagian Tome Spire, the Benevodon of Darkness, Zabelfar. After the monsters were sealed away, whispers of curses swept through the lands, warnings of prophetic disaster should the Benevodons awaken. Darkness will deepen, breeding monsters in its wake. As foretold, the Tome Spire now teems with fearsome enemies. The forbidden scripture you now seek rests in the middle of their nest, inaccessible to all who value their lives.
But what are we gonna do?
We must beat Deilophos at his own game, of course. Fear not. I will see you to the Passagian Tome Spire myself.
Did Ace just say he was coming with us? Into a den of monsters?
Can't be. He must mean to see us to the entrance.
Ace is certainly interesting, but he does seem to want to help us get to the Tome Spire at least.
This is kind of exciting.
Nice!
This is I like the music here.
Let me see. A rare item!
Ooh. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Who's this for? Palomino. She got 6 lost now. I just hand these out like candy. I think they could have spread these out a little bit more. And gave them to me sooner. But I will not complain. What to have though? I need more healing. People who can heal more. Blessing of water reduces damage suffered from water elemental attacks. Do I have this? No. Sure, let's do that. And I don't know if she can. I think I need more immunities. Move damage. Banana. It's poison. Shuriken. Arrow Rain. I don't know if Arrow Rain would be a physical spell or a magical spell. Does it say that anywhere? No, it doesn't say that anywhere. What stat it scales off of? It's magical dismantle. Bum, bum. I never found mine. I missed a couple, I guess. I'm guessing they're gonna be in their starting zones with those. I'm hoping they're with them. Those arenas. Is there other enhancements I missed in here? No. Increases max MP. Strength increase, or as a spirit. Magic. This artist is mana. Health. Who's got the lowest health? Okay. Stamina. Strength.
Taking this. Yes. Taking this. Let me see. Nice.
Nice.
Yes. Taking this. Yes. Taking this. Let me see. Is this?
So 3% HP, but increases damage when attacking with magic. So I want a life costing magical spells for more damage.
Yes.
I feel like the one chick that heals 5% life, that might be good. Or even on I would say it'd be good on Morley, but he doesn't use magic. But he's got the healing overtime vessel.
We've restocked the stores of ink, but according to my notes, I am afraid that the structural support for the building must be replaced as well.
Already? How time flies. Since we replaced the posts on the same schedule as the Alms pilgrimage, without the fairy's arrival to remind us this year, we must have completely forgotten.
That's how you're propping up this place? Given the state of the architecture in Lagrazzo, I shouldn't be surprised. It's a
Nope,
little
there's the vessel.
crooked.
How quick you are to judge. Every minute detail of these halls has been measured thoroughly for structural integrity. As such, even the slightest bit of negligence in the upkeep will cause the complete collapse of the building.
Then what are you doing? Get a replacement now!
The apprentice scribe was meant to acquire a suitable reinforcement, I believe. You should ask him. More importantly, am I in the presence of this year's Convoy of Alms?
Yes, indeed. Though they are currently lacking an Alm of Fire, the rest of them represent the Alms of Wind, the Moon, Water, and Wood.
Fascinating. An Alm of the Moon has not been designated for at least 16 years. We've sent several scribes to Aetern in the past to document the changes since its destruction.
I think those two got distracted.
What are we supposed to do about the building?
Honestly, I care more about Aisha's promise to show us to the Tome Spire.
We can't just let the building fall. I'll go ask the apprentice for starters.
We will accompany Aish, so as to attempt to extricate him from that animated exchange as soon as possible.
Hooray! We get to babysit the head curator of the Dark Archives.
Okay, if I were an apprentice
So you said
scribe,
when you get home,
where
you now
would
have food
I
coma?
be? In
Yeah,
the
kinda, yeah.
archives, I guess.
I don't get the food comas as bad as I was getting last year here. I had it bad last year. As soon as I would eat, I was just fucking gone. Who's a 3-day coma? What weekends are for, right? I do the opposite on weekends, though, actually. I stay up as long as I can.
Excuse me, I'm supposed to ask you about a structural support for the courtyard? Can you help?
Support? I don't know if we have any replacements stored away.
Hang on, aren't you the one in charge of getting new ones?
I wasn't given any official requisition notice from management. Restocking these things takes time. I keep trying to tell them. Though, it is the scheduled maintenance period for the courtyard. The entire building could fall and crush the documents we have on file. There's a record of just such a tragedy in the past. A large number of tomes and the scholars in charge of them went missing after a freak accident. They were caught up in...
Oh no, I can't waste any more time. Forget about the history lesson. What can I do to help now?
Well, if you can find an object of equivalent length, I'm sure that will work. There has to be something here in the archives. Let's see here. The courtyard structure needs a post exactly 68.1 centimeters long. Thank you for taking the trouble to assist us. We hardly ever see such friendly visitors in Legrazzo.
Friendly, huh? You don't have a lot of helpful neighbors here?
A hazard of Legrazzo's locale. This gloomy place doesn't lend itself to cheerful company, I'm afraid. I suppose a soul guard from Tiania such as yourself may be predisposed to helping people. Is it one of the criteria from which they decide who to send with the alms? Or maybe...
Not
Or
another long-winded
maybe.
tangent. I don't have time.
The way he said that.
Hold that thought. Gotta take care of a few things. Right.
We get there for
so
studying.
if
I
were a
got, when do
building
you want your next
support,
exam?
where
As a
would I
question
be?
on my last
Guess
exams.
it's back to the archives I go. Hey, mind if I take a look at your broom?
Oh ho! I see that you too are a connoisseur of sweeping implements. This broom here is over 400 years old, a favorite of one of the more famous alms of darkness.
Wow. How is something so old in such good condition?
I hate pen and paper so bad.
Can't you guess?
I was
Not a
never good
single
at
one
it.
of us scholars cares a whit for cleaning. Oh, we have not touched the broom for centuries.
So it's a decoration?
Like middle school was my
Well,
peak.
I'd
I
love
was
to
honor
get
roll
some use out
student.
of the thing, but
Most of
it's
high
too
school I
long.
was merit roll, but
A pity.
I
It is
still
a
just hate
marvelous
pen and
instrument.
paper.
Then maybe you should, you know,
When I was able to work,
tidy up.
I got into work ASAP. I like using my hands, moving around. Even though like when I stream and stuff, I sit on my butt. But like gaming is different than like at work. I don't know. In school. But for the most part, even at work, like sometimes I have computer jobs, and I don't mind doing that. But the computer jobs, like spreadsheets and stuff, I only like doing for like maybe 2 hours, and I rather do physical labor. Sony was
What's
playing
that
Sonic
thing
yesterday. I couldn't watch
You
him.
mean this wooden scoop? It's for water, of course.
He
Really?
paid for the
I
deluxe.
think the ones in Tiania are different.
Yes, well, you have access to forges in Tiania, do you not? Metalcraft is far easier to come by in a town blessed by the powers of fire.
Oh, that makes sense. Other places don't use as many metal tools, huh?
I believe we have all learned something from this exchange. Speaking of which, have you need of this scoop?
Nah, I'm looking for something to use as a support post, but that's a little too short and flimsy.
How disappointing for you and the scoop.
A new face? Splendid! Me? Why, I'm Bon Voyage, legendary inventor and eccentric genius. And this is my fork of unusual size, a giant's fork.
A what?
A giant! Large, hulking humanoid monsters, you know? You do know, don't you?
From storybooks like the ones that Hina used to read, but not as guests at the dinner table. I didn't think they'd need forks.
This is proof of the existence of giants. Or it might be an oversized tribute to the goddess. Or a fluke manufacturing accident. Whatever it is, it has great historical value.
I didn't realize it was such an important fork. Too bad, since it's the length we're looking for to shore up the building.
Why didn't you say so? It's yours.
But I can't use something of great historical value as a support post.
Never sacrifice them now for the sake of the past. What matters is providing for the future. Wouldn't you agree?
When you put it that way. Okay, I'll try it. All right, now to take this back to Aish.
You guys, I feel like there's probably some jobs out here like that, but for the most part, a diploma doesn't really do much, and a lot of people, like back in the day, when I was first started working, maybe before that, actually, before I started working, but degrees would definitely get you in jobs over other people, because it was competitive space back then. Now it's just like, oh, you want to work for us? Please come in. Like, you start now. Here. They'll take anybody. They're not really like, we have interviews, but it's literally like everyone's desperate now. Like, people just don't give a fuck. I don't know. I still haven't tried for IT jobs, but I remember IT, they wouldn't let me in because I didn't have a degree, even though I knew what I was doing. Because I just had so many IT friends, but I just never went to school for it. But I never tried again. It seems like as a foreigner too, and trying to do stuff in England, it seems like I have to like earn a rep kind of thing. It seems like the way I've been reading it, it's like I'm gonna be able to start as like basic low wage jobs, like stalker or register or something, and then I'm gonna have to prove myself over the years if I want to be able to work higher jobs. I'm pretty sure a school degree probably would go a long way with that. But yeah, here today, and I feel like you can do almost anything here. People are really desperate, especially after COVID. My job has actually been desperate. They cater around everybody now, almost. Like, you can state your own hours, and they're okay with it. Before, like, there was 3 schedules. You work this time, or this time. First, second, or third. Monday through Friday. Or third shift was Sunday through Thursday. But now, like, people all have all these crazy hours because of babies and because of their availability with a car, because people can't buy their own cars no more. People are walking to work. People taking buses to work. We're falling apart over here economically. But I was gonna take a trade for a while too. Like, I started working right away. I got into Sunwell like almost. I worked for a grocery store first for like a year, maybe 2. Proved myself there and got to like management. And then I wanted a higher wage job, so I got into Sunwell, which is the warehouse I work at now. And I maxed out here like $25. And then when I maxed out, I started looking around for other stuff because I was kind of getting burnt, and I didn't like. So the job was fun. I loved Sunwell back then. They cared about the employees. We had raffles. They gave turkeys for Thanksgiving, like free turkeys, which saved you a lot of money. Yeah, they gave you tickets to Bills games and Buffalo Sabre games because I'm in Buffalo, right? And then the more they expanded, the more it was about money. And for me personally, they still always treated me really well. But as other people started walking through them, they started looking like they were just barcodes, like they were just a number. They get rid of you like this. They replace you. They did not care. They did not try to help people. And over time, we lost the raffles. We lost a lot of the stuff. Just became more about money. So even I started like not really liking them too much. I like the people that I work with, but there's always like a few people that ruin it for everybody. But yeah, I was gonna try to do electrician for a while, because when I moved to Myrtle Beach and working for a Halloween company, I was doing lighting and sounds. So I basically was like a lower tier electrician, and I had fun with that. But looking at like how long I would have to be an apprentice for an apprenticeship program, and the money, like I had to sacrifice my passion if I wanted to work and be an apprentice electrician, and I just could not. I do not have it in me to give up gaming, like ever. I don't think I can work 2 jobs and give up my passion. Like I'll just take the money cut and figure it out. If I have to live on $8 an hour, I will just stop eating. I'll just eat ramen for the rest of my life to keep playing video games. Like I'm pretty bad in that department, but I like to be happy, so I could not do 2 jobs or job and school together, because it's just gonna be job and sleep, or job, school, and sleep, and it's just like, nah, fuck that. I need to have time to enjoy life. So that's how I
Finally, this should be the perfect size. Now to take it back to Aish.
He's
finished with his
actually the guy,
that is.
Bonnie's husband, Tony, he's like a workaholic, and I love the dude, but I just don't know how he does it. Like, he's crazy. He doesn't have any time to do a lot of things. When I visit Bonnie, I only see Tony for like a couple days. I go into the shop with him sometimes. I help him out with a few things, just to be able to hang out with him and check out the shop, check out some of the Halloween stuff they're doing. But I usually just hang out with Bonnie and the kids a lot for the 2 weeks I'm there. Dude's always working. I don't know how you gotta enjoy the money you make, right? Somehow. It's gotta go somewhere. You can't just like hoard it and then die. That's gonna suck. Gotta spend that money somewhere. If you love what you do, does not work. I don't know, for me, anything that, like, I mean, streaming is definitely, like, up there for me. I'm not the best streamer. I don't have a huge voice. I don't do silly shit to entertain people. Like, sometimes it's rare for me to do that, right? I'm pretty serious a lot. I use my skill and I explained it before. I just like playing in front of people because I notice people do notice I have skill in video games. I'm not trying to show off, but I like to. It's like I can play a story mode in this game where I haven't even gotten game over yet, I don't think. So the story is constantly on a nice pace, so it flows nice. And I like to play games for people who can't beat the games themselves, so they can enjoy the story or something. So I'm just another source for that. I'm sure you could just find a walkthrough or something if you really wanted to somewhere else, but I'm gonna play the game no matter what too. So I always just said, why not just put the camera on and see what happens on Twitch and YouTube and stuff. So, but then I made friends along the way. I would have never met you or Subschool if I never did this. So I've never met Jackie. Like huge people in my life have come from Twitch and stuff. So I don't regret anything. But yeah, and also I'm a variety gamer. I'm not no #1. So like, it also is like a comfort thing. Like if I can do it, you can do it. I think that makes me good at a lot of games is because I played a lot of games and there's patterns. And there's certain things that games do, but they reuse in other games, and I recognize it. And that's like all it is. Sometimes, you know, a game will shock me and do something brand new, but a lot of times it's
My word, Sproutlings are like nothing I've ever seen
it's the same barrier,
so
changed up in a little bit.
So much we could study.
You said you're of a very advanced age, correct? The regenerative plant-like properties in your genetic makeup might have something to do with it. Or perhaps...
Oh, you're back! Finally!
Sorry, it took a while to find something usable.
The diminutive nature of Sproutlings
As I start
might
car
be
shop
an
with
evolutionary
them,
means to
I'm
conserve
trying to get them all
energy
together
within
and
a
see
small frame,
we can get
according
the
to a
idea
treatise
off the
I read
ground.
last year.
That'd be sick.
Now, you have the replacement, right? Tell me.
You love cars,
It's
so
not exactly
like
what we
I would
wanted,
expect,
but I found a giant's fork that could
I
fit
would
the bill.
expect that would be your best thing
Oh,
for
yes,
you.
the support.
And you
Nearly
seem to
forgot
enjoy
about it yet
cars a
again.
lot.
Do you mind? We were chronicling our newest discoveries on the growth cycles of Sproutlings.
If streaming ever took off, or if there was another way to make money playing video games, I would take it in a heartbeat. That would pay my bills. Fuck yeah.
Let's see. A fine post, I must say. Make a note to replace this again exactly 1,460 days from now.
Val, in acknowledgement of your services to the archives, I would like to present you with the old support.
Thanks, but we don't need your leftover junk.
What's the degree you're pursuing right now? Is it business? I forgot what you were doing.
Shade sight.
How fortunate. It appears that luck is on your side, Val.
They used an elemental vessel to prop up a structure?
We use the tools at our disposal to fix problems as they arise. But I digress. We are finished here, if I am not mistaken. Let us make our way to the Tome Spire, as promised.
Another thing I meant to mention too, a lot of people's degrees that they have, they don't even do a job with that degree. They end up doing something completely different.
He has not changed.
So, you've known each other for a long time, then?
So, that's one more elemental vessel for us.
At least in
Let's see
America,
what else
and
Ace has
even
to show
Jackie
us.
said that's the same thing with her right now. She pursued science, and she's like a business. She's into business thing and financial stuff. The wisdom of shade. The darkness elemental dwells within the shadow's sight. It is capable of influencing the gravitational pull of objects. Press R2 to swell your gravitational force and pull targeted enemies closer to you. However, try this against large enemies and you will be pulled to them instead. Leverage this to immediately shorten the distance between you and your opponent.
Sounds like we all had a tough time with
The
this
dash is actually like really good in this game. I don't know if that's needed, and then the fire vessel also closes the distance on people. Pretty weird, pretty tough. I have to try these things out, but I don't think I'm gonna end up using the dark vessel either. Doesn't seem that beneficial. But we will check everyone's costume, so let's do that. We have all the vessels now. Chemical engineering and petroleum refining. Oh yeah. You know, that sounds like it would be like a physical labor thing. You guys do a lot of paper and pen and stuff for that. Necromancer. Do you actually work out in the fields, like physically too? Do you guys use it use petroleum for other stuff other than gas? Because like now that everything's going kind of like electric, I wonder how long that's gonna like stay in. I mean, I know it'll still be around for a long time, but I think eventually it's gonna start moving the other way out. It's gonna move its way out. He's like a vampire, soothsayer. Or from the Snow Majors. Dark Knight. Here's your Dark Nut. Level 5. Berserker. Berserker Barrage. Sitting in the control room. Reaper. Called it. I don't know what a dark dragon would be called. It's dark monk or something. Maverick. Honestly, all the dark costumes are pretty sick. But I think I still like everyone the way they are. If I ever was gonna go two-handed though, I'd probably go dark on the Soul Guard. On Vale. I think I like him the best with it. The light and dark are pretty sick. But the way the vessels are used, like time stop's really nice. The wind, picking up the enemies and stunning them is really nice. The water, it just seems really broken, damage, and not good for AoE. We have grass on this guy who can put down a tree and give everyone AoE healing for a little bit. And then her with fire and the hammer also gives like a hard-hitting AoE-ish cleave. I feel like this is just the way the gameplay loop with them seems to be the funnest. Earth Dome just doesn't seem that useful. You have the light, which supposedly tethers people together, but it sounded like it was just one enemy, and I wasn't a fan of that. And then we have pulling people to you instead. Which if these two don't have like a cooldown, you can just spam them. They might be more useful. But everything seems to have like a 30-second cooldown if you use it. So I'm not sure. But that's just my take on the vessels and what I feel right now. Things could change. If they allow you to like kind of... I'm not sure if they give you enough points to like dip into a second vessel line. Like I only got 217. Like I feel like I would have to farm a shit ton. Oil is good for a lot of things, from plastics to asphalt to even extracting iron from it. We're self-sufficient in steel mostly from extracting from oil. Oh, okay. I mean, those are the two biggest things I always hear, especially even if you don't have a degree. Like steel plants and oil plants is a moneymaker. At least it was. I'm not sure if those places ever increased their wages, but they made the most money, like flat out.
Let's rest up.
My job for a long time was a moneymaker. Like warehouse work was really, you made a lot of money for no college. Like when I got in there, I was making bank. I was making money. I didn't know what to do with it. I literally was giving Vinny like money for free. Not really for free, but I was giving it away because I didn't know what to do with it. I was like burning through it. Now it's such a, I'm budgeting every fucking week. My job never hired its wages. Like people leave because you can literally just work at McDonald's now. Literally work at McDonald's and make almost the same amount of money. So a lot of people don't find the job worth it. It's so brain dead easy to me, so I don't mind the work. But yeah, like I was making $25 an hour like 10 years ago in further, yeah, and it was really good. Now I'm making I'm still making $25, and now it's just, it sucks. $25 isn't enough anymore. Like I am just able to, only because I'm living with my parents and not having to pay like any bills, and I just finished my car payment, like, and I'm getting rid of it now, that I am able to make profit and save money. But I've always asked my parents, like, you need anything, let me know. Like, do you want money for food? And they're always like, no. So, but I think moving in with Jackie is gonna really help too, because she's been able to pay her bills just fine on her own. I mean, I don't know if it's just fine or she's on the edge or anything, but it never seemed like it's a problem or even close to a problem. So any money I make at this point living with her is just gonna be savings for vacations or to get stuff we want or whatever. It should be good. We'll both be able to save some money until the economy goes further into hell. So we'll see how that works. But I mean, I'm lucky enough to even just buy a game every week if I want to, like at this point, and still make profit. So I know the reason why my friends like Mike and Eric like get into indies more than they get into AAA titles is because they're cheap. They buy them. They're cheap games. They can't afford AAAs as much, or they're very picky about it. They're more picky than I am about it. And that's another reason why I like to play games when they first come out and give like a review. And is it worth the full price? Is it the goods and the bads and stuff like that? Most of it's opinion anyway, but I can at least give you something. And there's the gameplay to prove it for why I think some things. If I get an oil contract, my entry wage is more than both of my parents' combined wages. That's awesome, dude. It always feels good, right, when you make more than your parents. I've always made more than my dad, but then my dad hurt his back, so now he hasn't been able to work for like, I don't know, he hurt his back like when he was 40-ish, maybe, around there. So he hasn't been able to, he's 60 something now, so it's been like over 20 years he hasn't been able to work because he's a liability. Jobs won't hire him with his back issue. But he gets checks every month, or I don't know if it's monthly or weekly for his back. So I think it's like $2,000 or something like that a week. So I mean, it's pretty good. He's pretty well.
Got some syrup.
But at the same time, my dad's been really affected by it. Hasn't been able to do much. Can't lift a lot. It's kind of made him kind of couch potato, and he's not the healthiest. So There's been some factors that come that
Let's use the
with that.
Meridian to travel.
My mom's the opposite. She's a dentist. She makes like she's usually a salary job, but lately it's been like like a little bit over $40 an hour, I think. That's some places she's been at. But she's been doing pretty good. And she's always moving. My mom is like me. She does not like to, when she's working, she does not like to sit still. She is working until the job is done.
Yes.
You do the job and then you show. That's just how we are. And my mom will work at home all the time. She loves decorating the house. She loves cutting the grass, like going outside and stuff. Like she loves taking care of the house, cleaning it, just making sure it's clean for guests and stuff.
Hey.
I mean, I don't even cook dinner. I don't mind cooking dinner, but she don't even let me in the kitchen. She just likes to do stuff. She likes to move. Like, I literally had to like move out on purpose, like ASAP, at a young age, to prove that I could be an adult myself, like, and not have my mom take care of me. Because my mom just does not, like, when I'm here, like, my mom tries to do my laundry too. I guess, Mom, I can do my own laundry. Like, she babies anybody who lives here. But yeah, that was actually like my reasoning for moving out and getting my first apartment, like super young. Like I think like 20 or 21 or something. As soon as I hit 21, I was out. I just wanted to prove that I could take care of myself and live on my own without mom and dad taking care of me. And I've done pretty successful with that. I've never had to move back in with my parents ever since moving out for financial reasons. It's only been only because I'm moving. Thank you again for lending me a hand. Were you able to find some of the parchment pieces? Yes, those are the ones. Now let me count them. Wonderful, that's all of them. Here, I have something for you. I hope it proves useful in your travels. Now to insert the parchment into the bottle and release it into the sea. Off it goes. It's amazing how a few pieces of paper can connect so many people. I hope the bottle will find its way back to the little girl quickly, but I wish more people will find it first. Where will the winds of the sea take that bottle next? I wonder if I'll ever find out.
Closer to becoming a true soul guard.
Why would you work harder for the same pay? Does that mean I can get some? No. Economic is not. I'm still not doing well. I'm doing well enough to live, and right now all that money is being saved up to move back to England permanently. So I'm not making the money that I was before, where I'm just able to throw it anywhere and everywhere, at anything, any game that came out, boom. Any want $30? Boom. Like I don't have extra money to throw at my friends and support them anymore. I don't even like subscribe to anybody on Twitch anymore. I don't think I have anyone's subscription, and I feel bad.
Hello.
Anyone subscribe to me though, I will still try to subscribe back, because you know they pretty much pay for that, right? They give me $3, I'll give them $3 back. That's fine. So that's kind of where I'm at with subscriptions. But I used to be subscribed to like 6, 7, 8 people, and I would never cancel. I can't do it no more. There's too many subscription things now. Like that's where really a lot of the money goes. And people don't even think about it. Like you got your gym membership. If you go to one, that's $15 a month or something like that. Yeah, a lot of people pay for multiple streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Amazon, Turbo, YouTube Premium. Like those are all like $15 a month, I think. $8. Then now music is required. If you're a big music head, Spotify and Pandora premiums are like $8 a month. Then you got PlayStation Plus, Xbox Live, and Nintendo Switch, plus your internet bill. Like everything is subscriptions, and it adds up, dude. I am in minimal subscriptions that I can. Like I was talking to Sawyer about it. I was like, I chose Twitch Turbo over YouTube Premium because I'm on Twitch way more. So plus you get Amazon. You still get Amazon Prime. There's Twitch right now, so it's kind of like a 2-in-1 deal right there. And I order things from Amazon. Not too often, but I do. Well, I order often in England anyway.
Yes.
Cause you like literally like order your groceries and stuff sometimes from Amazon and stuff like that. Or Jagged's always getting stuff off Amazon.
This might be useful.
So yeah, and then I have none of the streaming TV stuff because I'm not a movie head or TV show person. I'm lucky enough that a lot of my friends and family have it all, and they just like to share that stuff with me. So it's another thing I kind of feel guilty about, that like they spend the money to use it, but they literally use that stuff a lot. So I guess I shouldn't feel too guilty, and I'm lucky that they're willing to share it with me. So like my brother is sharing Crunchyroll with me and Vinny right now, and Jackie's got Disney Plus, Hulu, and I think Netflix and stuff because she's a big movie person. So
taking this.
So and then my brother also has is it Universal or which is the one that Paramount Plus. My brother's got Paramount Plus, so that's I was able to watch some of the South Park specials on there and stuff.
The Tome Spire was built by the Grand Archivist.
Also Discord Nitro. I do Discord Nitro on my. I don't know if I do it on a channel or on myself.
Is said to have tamed the malevolent
so I can stream
Noah,
at 60 frames in Discord,
including that tome.
Because I actually do that quite often for Vinny and stuff.
Say what now? Together? Didn't you say there were monsters in there?
I am aware of the dangers. Are you the sort that would leave a colleague behind?
You'd have talked to her.
Or do I not count as a colleague, as I am not one of the alms you are charged with protecting? My safety is irrelevant to your current objective.
He's worried about your safety, and that's why he wants you to stay here. Don't assume Val's indifferent like you.
Aha! I believe I have a solution. From now on, you may consider me a friend.
You have Turbo,
the bonds of friendship are
so I use Turbo to get no ads for anybody I watch because I watch a variety of streamers.
Shall we climb the spire?
The nerve of some people.
Not really RPGs too much, but like if I'm playing anything competitive, I'm usually watching a streamer that's playing the same game so I can like learn or kind of get some kind of like when I played Overwatch, I would literally like watch Overwatch streamers and learn what champs are good, what champs are bad, and usually didn't care too much about that, but I like to have knowledge of it, of what I'm going to be facing and how to counter it, or like positioning. Positioning was huge in Overwatch. I'm not playing Overwatch, so I haven't really watched too much Overwatch streamers lately, but yeah, usually if I'm playing something competitive, I'll watch that game that I'm currently playing to learn things from it. So I just have a ton of people in every like game that I follow that still play that game hardcore. And then obviously I have like Nerdtopia. The thing that I feel bad with Nerdtopia is that like there's not really like none of us are big enough to have large enough ad revenue. And Turbo, the way Turbo works is you count as a ad watcher even though you don't get the ads. Turbo will still pay that streamer the ad revenue as if you were watching the ads. So that's why I like Turbo as well, because it does support the streamers.
You can't just come and declare yourself
in that aspect as well.
Friend. It's got to be a mutual thing.
My companions, calm yourselves. Aish is also an accomplished magic user. He will not slow our stride.
Kalamina, I know you like the guy, but
keep in mind that he cannot.
But that would be my way of supporting with Twitch Turbo. If a lot of us could get ad revenue. But I think partnership is what you need to start start really getting ad revenue. I think I could really push it, but I don't think I would get a lot of it because you only get like it's like 10 cents per view or something like
I've never
that,
seen so many books.
or maybe 30 cents or
The
something. It's
Grand
something low.
Archivist Pasagian recorded every single bit of knowledge he possessed. He preserved it all here in the Tome Spire, so that his wisdom might endure beyond his lifespan. Oh, a scholar's dream.
Every one of these books is full of stuff this Passagian guy just knew? There are
Yeah,
more
Turbo's
texts
worth
here
it
than
if you
someone
watch
can
a
read in
lot of
lifetime.
variety streamers. If you watch one streamer and you don't need Amazon Prime,
I could get through these while keeping watch
then
over
you're
Burrow.
good. You can just sub to that
How long were
person.
you intending
But
to
I
do
bounce
that,
around.
Jule? Hmm?
Gracious, I was almost entirely swept away. But we have a mission to complete. Avoid what skirmishes you can, and keep an eye out for the Forbidden Tome.
And for me, YouTube is like almost. The ads are
What is
getting
up with
so
this place?
bad
The bookshelves move on their own?
that I feel like you
Pasagian's
almost need
mastery of the
premium
magical arts
or ad
knows no
blocker to
bounds.
watch
He
YouTube
devised an
and not
entire
have and
structure
have
to
good to
protect
have a
his
good
knowledge.
experience.
To this very day, it
I just deal with it, but I literally, oops, I literally don't watch like any YouTube because how bad the ads are. Like it's like 2-minute ads sometimes. How about guess fuck you with Twitch for you? Well, I mean, Twitch is always trying to stop it. They find ways sometimes, but people invent new ways to block it. For me, I've had bad experiences with ad blocker as well. To the point where I felt like my computer was getting messed up from it. Like any Chrome extensions felt like they were messing up my computer. And so I just stopped using Chrome entirely. So is this gonna be a puzzle? Oh shit. Gravity warp. The shade sight can be used to move to areas you can't normally reach. While warping, you can employ the vessel to warp multiple times in succession. Okay. Do I have to see it? Oh, it's a grapple hook.
What is going on? Why does this area look so warped? I can't tell up from down.
Oh, marvelous! I do so enjoy the experience of stasis flux, though I have only been in here.
There's
once
no way
before.
he's not the Alm of Darkness.
There are many theories, but we have no
He's
concrete
gonna
proof
become
of
the
what
Alm of
causes this
Darkness.
distortion. Mayhap I will solve the mystery one day. It could be linked to instability in the flow of mana power, or perhaps a byproduct of benevodonal interference.
It's just we don't have any
Even
more
a
party
trap
slots.
laid by Passagian
He's gonna
himself.
die or something.
Great, we got it. Time to move on.
Twitch used to not give you ads because they didn't have ads for your region. Oh wow. Adblock on Twitch is all over the place for sure, and for YouTube I haven't seen that in like 10 years. Adblock is great there. And 2 messages with Adblock if you're not logged in lately. Get you block or yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But YouTube I mean see another thing too is like Vinny's computer is definitely like dying. He tries to stream anything, it takes him like 30 minutes to even get it to turn on. It is so slow. So, but it is an older PC now. I bought that shit for him a long time ago.
How's this? Thank you.
Employ the gravitational force of the shade sight to pull things towards you. Experiment with this amazing power to discover different ways to influence objects and mechanisms in the archives. Quality of life extensions make it so worth though.
This construct becomes curiouser and curiouser the further we progress.
Aish doesn't seem bothered by it, but the whole place is strange.
I must make a point to mention these phenomena to Aish at a later time.
I hope he has answers.
The gravitational power can provide opportunities for progress that you might have not noticed. Use your momentum to jump at the right moment and swing to your destination.
Keep 'em coming. Taking this.
Can't use it in midair, I guess. When I said use it at the right moment, that was like during my jump. Just while I'm running, maybe? No. Oh, I wasn't close enough. I got you.
Geronimo! Oh yeah!
Feels a little janky, but we'll make it work. I think the websites feel bad for Vinny and let him get away with that, but
Keep 'em coming. Oh, all right. We can take 'em on.
Gremlins, they look like the Demon King. And Daima. Should be getting episode 3 soon, right?
Let us proceed post haste.
This is cool.
Jule, is it just me, or is Molly being more curt than usual?
It's not just you, but I don't think he's realized it himself.
Oh, then I suppose you and I must keep a close eye on any further developments.
It's good to see you and Jule getting along, Karina.
Taking this. Excuse me.
I always like respect games that can pull off maps that do this shit. That are like illusions and stuff like that. And make it all connect and work. I think it's cool what they do, how they do that shit.
An obvious one.
There's been a couple games their games do this and it's awesome.
Karina, is your companion by any chance?
I think the first game that I think I experienced it with was like Castlevania. I think it's Symphony of the Night, where you think you beat the game,
To make your acquaintance, Ramco.
and then the whole castle gets turned upside down, and then you have to traverse the whole map again with the castle upside down, and it all works out. It's crazy that they built the game both ways.
Taking this.
That's another game I wanted to play. I wanted to play that DS collection that came out as well. So much stuff, man. I never played any of the DS. Oops. Castlevanias. That sounded like Catherine as well. The sheep. Oh, I'm following you. Yeah, you love saying, "Oh, we're at the end, guys." Yeah, but when I say it, I'm always correct. So, eat it. Yeah.
I'll do the honors. Whoa! Look at this.
I'll use physical for magic. Choices. My magic's already high. I don't think I should sacrifice any more physical than I already sacrificed. Because I do have to use some physical with her. I don't. She doesn't have like a 10-slot kit where I can just spam magic the whole time. I mean, I might be able to figure something like that. But apparently there's something I missed.
Give me your power. Geronimo! I'll do the honors. Everyone, proceed.
Hey, a mimic. It looks pretty sick. It's like Bowser. It's like a Bowser chest.
Go another round.
Theory? An easy victory.
About to level. Boom, boom. I remember the games where you would find a mimic and you would shit your pants. Mimics were not nice in games like on the PS1 era and before. Mimics were the scariest fucking thing because they'd fucking murder your team in RPGs.
Let's rest our feet a bit.
Why were they overleveled? I don't know if they were overleveled, but they were definitely overtuned. Like, they would be tanky, for one, they take a lot of damage, and two, they would always AoE by like shitting out shit out of the chest or whatever. Usually, either hit really hard to one person, or they hit really hard AoE and like murder your whole team. Like, they really tried to punish you for opening every chest in the game. Like, they really wanted to put you on your toes and make you think like, oh my, should I open this right now? Like, because if I can't run away from the combat, like if I fail to run away, like I am gonna die. Like there's no way I can win. It's not until like later when your characters are really pretty strong that then you're able to start killing them. But if you do kill a mimic too, it usually dropped a lot of experience. And you got an item. So it was good and bad in many different ways. It was just, could you handle it?
We
A lot of times the answer was no.
Book we need should be in here. The disaster
Mimics would
prophesized
your
for this
first mimic
region may
in
have
any
something
RPG
to do
usually
with
would
the
murder
presence of
you,
monsters in the Tome Spire.
and it wasn't even close.
But how inspired is it for Passagian to have utilized such misfortune for his own purposes? Zenoa is a sight to behold.
Now is not the time for observation. It's time for action.
It would
Purposefully putting monsters
piss
in
some
its
people
place
off
is a
too, because
big
back in the
extreme.
day there was
I don't
no
think this
auto
monster will
save
go
and save
easy.
every 10 seconds. Look at a door boss. It was you had to find a place to save your game. The minute would kill you to start all the way
Pity
back.
that we must dispense with such an intriguing subject.
Does anybody have water?
Defenseless. Uh-oh. Found these things. Raise releases 4 arrows dealing slashing damage. Let's try this. No, random arrow sucks. Oh, this. 34.
Oh my, spinning room? Incredible.
Uh-oh. What the fuck? Can I hit this? Are we good now? That was a lot of damage. It looked like a lot more than that happened. Oh, it AoE'd everybody though. Ow. Pop the bubble. Oh, we dazed the door.
Getting weaker? Master Aish, we have finished with this monster. Have you?
Oh, yes. I have
Defenseless.
recorded all the relevant data. Feel free to please.
GG. That was an interesting fight. Did you get the actual chest if you beat him? Yeah, it would drop an item and give you a lot of experience. Wow, we're looking at 2 levels out of that. A whole level.
Interesting. Very interesting. Yes. After extracting the requisite essence from the components, the saturation level should be... Yes! I had not even begun to think of that technique. Passagian was truly a genius.
Once the substance is soluble, we will have the compound, correct?
Indubitably. Then finally the crystallization. It's all right here. The key to our success. The methodology is flawless, but the information
Usually,
is outdated.
in these kind of
believe with
games,
some adjustments to the
I play
necessary
as the strength guy who does the
I
most
see.
damage
It
with
should
physical
be
attacks.
possible to procure these provisions.
I feel like I'm playing support.
Conversation in a monster
And I'm
nest?
having fun.
Careful, Morley. One might say you sound jealous if they didn't know better.
I'm not jealous. Let them talk about weird science experiments all day for all I care.
Fine, fine. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
Eureka! I believe I have struck upon a method to weaken Delphos. But first I must consult with Bon Voyage. While I discuss the finer details with him, you must gather the ingredients necessary for the elixir.
Ingredients? What ingredients?
I must be off. Palomina, explain it to them.
And there he goes.
Do not worry. I know what elements are essential to the execution of this endeavor. Shall we? There are 3 ingredients that Aish would like us to acquire. First, the croak of a frog. Next, a striped egg, only laid once every 1,000 years. Finally, the fur of a chatty cat.
That's a tall order. Where do we find all that?
Didn't Aish and that other guy talk about all this junk earlier? You know, when Val was looking for the support post.
Right. I did hear some mention of stuff like that. And I wasn't tuning out the conversation, at least.
I think we'll be able to find all of it right here in Lagrazzo.
Aish ordered us around, then hightailed it out of here. Though I guess we are the ones asking for the favor in the first place.
Palomina, I had a question for you. How would you describe your relationship with Aish?
Do forgive me for forcing you all to toil at the behest of my associate, and with hardly a hello from Aish himself. I suppose that I consider him my trusted tutor. I quite admire his capacity for learning and his passion for attaining knowledge. At times, Aish comports himself like a mature intellectual, and at others, I confess, I consider him like a brother brimming with curiosity. But perhaps what I most appreciate is that even after my ascension to the throne, Aish treated me the same as always. Yes, he is a close companion of mine.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that.
Morley, you should have asked to talk to her in private or something. Give yourself some alone time, you know?
Your plight has stirred the muse within me. I think I'll write a song about you. Don't worry, I'll perform it for you first.
What are you two going on about?
Please accept my apologies for any affront that Aish may have afforded. I should have warned everyone about his abrasive nature.
There you go again, acting like the big sister. Come on, everyone, let's hop to it. If we split up, I bet we can find all these ingredients in no time. That's 3 ingredients we need for the elixir. We should
I need
be
to stop
able to
back
find them in the area. Better start looking.
and call Palomina's palace for turning these cornerstones.
Hey, don't give me any trouble!
Cook of a frog, an egg. Oh, I'm getting the striped egg from her.
Oh, no! Get it off me!
Karina, wait! Don't move!
The shit on your face.
You don't see an egg like this every day, that's for sure. Better not drop it. Oh no, it's getting away! Palomina, Morley, the frog's croak is coming right at you! Heads up!
Uh-oh.
Pardon me. I am sorry for that incidental imposition.
Oh,
What do you think a squirrel and a cat
I
make?
should apologize.
Huh? Marley and Palomina's faces were bright red. I hope they didn't catch anything.
A new animal.
It's fine, Francine. I'm sure you were mistaken.
Usually the men had more dominant genes, right? So if they had a baby.
You
Maybe
just weren't paying enough attention.
a cat with a squirrel tail, maybe?
Was so. I think what you saw was probably just a scholar from the archives hidden by the fog. Quit being such a scaredy cat, Francine.
Muriel.
It's the Merchant Sisters again. They show up in the
Muriel.
weirdest places.
They have to go where the customers are, don't they? Though it doesn't look like they're selling anything at the moment. Let's see how chatty we can entice these kitties to get. How can you be worrying about ghosts when there's a whole new market to explore?
Remember, Father would be disappointed if we gave up because of silly ghoulies. Easy for Mewtwo to say.
Scaredy, scaredy kitty cat. Did somebody order some chatty cat's fur?
Thanks, Julie.
Airball.
Okay. The fur of a chatty cat, the croak of a frog, and a striped egg. That's everything. Good work, everybody.
All that remains is to return the required items to Von Voyage.
So where is this Von Boy Who's-Its?
Oh, I remember. Von Voyage is the person who gave me the Giant's Fork. Let's go talk to him. Time to pay Von Voyage a visit and drop off these ingredients. Here's hoping this does the trick and helps us weaken Delphos.
Such a good song.
Sorry to
dude.
intrude, Von Voyage.
You're gonna
We've,
hear that
got a
in like
request
Mario
to
Realm
ask
Hacks
of
for
you,
sure.
I guess?
Took your time, didn't you? Aish already told me all about what you fellas are up to. I have finished the necessary preparations, so leave it to me. I know the fastest, neatest, and bestest method. Remember, use my inventions at your own risk. What good is genius without a bit of danger? Come, pass the components for the Corpedo to me. Oh, that's what I named it. Clever, don't you think? Ah, I see you have all three. Now, it's my turn. This little beauty will solve all your problems. And if it doesn't, no returns or refunds. Oh, owie. There! That's one completed Corpedo for you.
I can finally get Hina's core stone back.
You know, inventing is full of trial and error, but that doesn't mean making mistakes is a waste of your time. A mountain of past failures is a testament to your conviction. You learn from it and move forward. It's easy to abandon your efforts and stop trying. What's hard is continuing to do what's necessary for you and yours. So don't give up.
He sounds familiar to me too. Well, he sounds like he's from some, I don't know.
That Corpedo looks dangerous. Hopefully it's enough. I better get it to Aish soon.
I just feel like I heard his voice before. He's got a Heimerdinger look to him, though.
Congratulations on your success.
Baby.
You took your time completing the experiment, but better late than never, I suppose.
Well, sorry.
Please give me the Corpedo. Yes, quite intricate. A prime example of Von Voyage's handiwork.
So, what do we do with it?
Delafos's power is sealed away together with a Benevodon at the top tier of the Tome Spire. That is where he will appear, so that is where we must head him off. With Corpedo in hand, we will lie in wait until Delafos arrives. We then use our secret weapon before he has a chance to revive the Benevodon. Having reviewed your fighting capabilities thus far, I believe you will have no issue ensuring that the man comes into contact with the Corpedo.
What's supposed to happen when Delafos touches it?
Upon contact, the device will disperse a toxic deluge. Though it will not kill him, the pain should be at an untenable level, slowing his advance.
Golly, that does sound dangerous enough to qualify as banned knowledge.
Indeed. Why, that ancient text described the
We can do
original
Wordle whenever
Corpedo
you're ready, baby.
as
Please let me
capable
know.
of destroying an entire battalion in minutes.
Whoa! Be careful with that thing.
Yeah, no kidding.
Thank you, on behalf of the Alms, for all your assistance, Master Aish. We are in your debt.
Wait until after the mission is deemed a success before you thank me. The Corpedo may not even work. However, time is of the essence. Let us make haste to the top of the Tome Spire before Delafos beats us to it.
What? Already?
Would you rather wait? Every moment we waste is an opportunity for Delafos to regain his power. Now is the time to strike.
Hi.
No, it can't be. Delafos? Here? You were supposed to go for the Benevodon.
More bumbling attempts to interfere, I see.
I had not calculated for this. Stay back!
You would dare. Cerulia. My heart, my Cerulia. I will never surrender! Cursed goddess. How long must you make me suffer?
Delafos. You were once lauded as a hero among men. You received the favor of the goddess of mana, wielded her weapon against the monster menaces, and saved the world. Why oppose her now? Please tell us, what is it that you wish to gain? What could the annihilation of the goddess of mana possibly accomplish?
I do not answer to pests like you!
Bitch, I wanna know. Why you gotta be stupid?
He got away. Hina, I'm sorry.
Telephos was meant to head for the Tome Spire. I had it all planned out to the minutest of details, and yet...
Nope, the Benevolodon is awake.
Now, but Telephos already woke up the Benevolodon of Darkness.
I know this wasn't the plan, but we gotta go to the Passagean Tome Spire now.
Please! Wait. Take me with you. Please.
What? Did you think we'd leave you behind?
No, but if you refused, I would stay.
So now you're willing to listen to reason. Did that fight knock some sense into you?
I don't know. Apparently, I know nothing. I have accumulated knowledge from all corners of the world. Yet I do not understand this feeling. But I think you are the key.
Thoughts?
It's okay. You can come with us, Aish. You're our friend, right?
Yes. Friend. Thank you.
There you have it, Master Aish.
And the fairy's got point of almost darkness still, right?
Telephos still has enough power to unleash a Benevodon after that? We gotta stop it before the scholars in the archives get hurt.
Ba-na, ba-na.
Let's rest up.
In the past, when I first attempted to enter the Passagean Tome Spire, I found myself overwhelmed by the monsters within. After you arrived, I assumed this was the perfect chance to try again. With the Soul Guard and Alms protecting me, I would be free to search the Spire to my heart's content. I called you friends, not out of feeling, but to gain unfettered access to the knowledge within these walls. I used your kindness. But now that I stand here, on the eve of battle with a Benevodon, I find that I want to prove myself useful. I am not here for books. I am here to help my colleagues. It took me this long to realize it.
Hard to believe that arrogant scholar from before has made such progress.
Arrogant? Come now. I would say discourteous at worst.
I am so glad to see you both getting along. Friends must fight a common foe, not their fellows.
Yep, we're all one big happy family now. Come on, Val, Julie, let's leave him to it.
Yes, sirree. That is the aura of a Benevodon if I ever felt one.
Does the Benevodon of Darkness actually make things darker? I can't see a thing.
We don't know where it might be hiding. Be on your guards.
We're drawing this whole thing again?
You have some pep in your step, Palomina. Is it about Morley and Aish?
Precisely. I am relieved to see their association take a more amiable turn.
Less amiable? I guess anything is better than where they were at before.
Do not drop your defenses until the very end.
Roger that!
Oh, wait. I can see it.
It's calling to me.
allow me to congratulate you on that stirring display of martial aptitude.
You mean against Dilphos? I barely mean to scratch, but you were a big help, Aish.
Please, I am humbled to have made a difference at all. An easy victory.
I heard Sonny pulled like all the chicks in his girl power. I heard you were mad at him. He was telling me you were mad at him yesterday.
Oh, wow. Yes!
And the Corpedo wasn't enough to take down Dilphos.
As expected, a hero of legend can withstand more than most.
He uses his hatred of the goddess to fuel his power. What a sad source of motivation.
He's only pulled mine to his memory. The screen he showed me, I think he has Chi-Chi and everybody else. Maybe he pulled more. I think I'll show you. He sent me. I'll send it to you. I don't know if he sent me the same picture twice or whatever. I'll just send you both of them, whatever. That's what he sent me yesterday. It looks like he has everybody. But I wouldn't be surprised if he paid more than the discount stones. Mr. Sonic Generations Deluxe.
Oh, you seem to enjoy taking jabs at others, Aish. Like to see people squirm.
Can we trade? Is there trading?
Hardly. I have no firm
I'll
opinion
give you a
about purposefully
Concada
annoying
for,
people
or
the
I'll give you
sake of
Mai
it,
for Android
though
18.
I do find conversations with Morley particularly entertaining.
Aha! So you are trying to stir up trouble. You shouldn't do that.
Would Dilphos be close to where the Benevodon was sealed?
Hard to say. He might not even be in the archives anymore.
But then, what am I gonna do about my promise to Hina? Gotta keep moving forward either way. Now's not the time to give up.
One more. Roger that.
Still. Dry out spirit. It's useless to run.
Picking a fight with us
Mhm.
is foolish.
18 is 100%. Yeah, it's a fair trade. How's your 18 100%? How did you pull 5 Android 18s in 3 rolls? That means you cheated. You gotta do it pay more than the discounted roll.
Time for a break.
Or she's not a new character. That version isn't new. Ah, okay. Makes more sense. Palace of Tomorrow. Morley. When am I gonna find Val's and Karina's abilities? I missed something. I had to. Sure, let's try it.
Let's rest our feet a bit.
We have arrived at the top tier of the spire.
Okay, so where's the Benevodon? All I see is a lot of nothing.
Strange. This area looks different from the archival descriptions I've read. See that large stone tablet over there? If I remember correctly, and I do, there was no mention of this being broken.
Maybe the Benevodon broke it after it was set free?
The rooms on the left and right seem to have something to do with this.
As with the entirety of the archives, this tome spire is governed by the powers of the Elemental of Darkness. Perhaps the vessel may be of some use to us?
Might as well find out. Not like we can find a Benevodon that isn't here. Which way should we go? Left or right?
They all look the same to me. You decide now.
You came here on your own, Ish?
Oh no. I never made it this far into the tome spire. I shudder to think of what might have happened to me if I had.
Don't do anything like this. None of us want you to get hurt.
Summon the spirits to us. Excuse me! Go, go, Ramco! I want some more! Element spirits, we need you! Who wants some more?
We've got quite a lot of Lugar.
Taking
There's no
this.
need to be so frugal.
I need to keep him full life until he does 30% more damage. Oh, I could just use this. That's fine.
Power up. Give me your power. Look at that stone thingy go!
Now we just gotta do the same to the other one. Let's give it a try.
Geronimo! Geronimo! Let's see what you are made of. All eyes on you. Go, go, Ramco! We'll pay! On who wants some more? Cold blade!
I think the Ish is the new Hino. Like, I think he's helping from the sidelines. I don't know what he's doing at all, if he's doing anything. But
Oh, wow! Whoa! Look at this!
media sounds pretty important for a caster.
Taking this!
Probably should give that to Palomino. The Palomino or myself, so I can always heal. I just only have 2 freaking things. Nah, I'm gonna give it to Palomino. Alright, baby. Let me do this section real quick. Actually, we'll do an oral first. Because I think there might be a lot of cutscenes after this. For a little bit. Because we're about to fight a boss.